Hi guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to beat 99 Nights in the Forest. Let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so I'm going to be walking you guys through all these levels, how to play, beginner, master, expert, and pro. So let's go ahead and jump straight into this with how to play. So guys, this is how to play right here. You guys are going to want to go ahead, look at the bottom of your screen, you guys are going to want to click the old axe. You guys are going to want to walk into the forest, then finding one of these small-ish trees. Then once you found it, you guys are going to want to go ahead and click on it around 10 times. Once you've done that, it's going to combust into a bunch of saplings and logs, and that can be used as fire fuel. You guys are going to want to then go to the bottom of your screen, click on the old sack, then hover all the stuff that you guys have chopped down, and then click F or store if you guys are on mobile. And then you guys are going to want to go ahead and unload all that into the fire to go the fire bigger. If you guys go the fire bigger, you can expand it and just make sure to not let the fire die. So you guys can go ahead and go out into the forest and get more trees. You guys are also going to need to have food. You guys can use carrots, or if you kill a bunny or a wolf, you guys can have meat morsels. Go ahead and put it over the fire, and then once you do that, you guys will have cooked meat, and you guys basically just want to make sure you guys don't die of food, or you just don't die of getting attacked by other animals or the deer that is in the forest. You guys are just going to want to keep getting the fire up and running, making the map bigger, and just not dying. So that's pretty much how to play. Now let's go ahead and get started on beginner. After you guys know how to play, this is what you guys are going to want to do. So guys, here we are on beginner day 1. Before we get to day 2, you guys are going to want to kill a bunny, and you guys are going to want to get a bunny foot. Why? Well, the pelt trader on day 2 will ask for a bunny foot, and you guys can get a good sack which can store 15 items at a time, which is very helpful, and I would definitely recommend getting the good sack. It's a lifesaver for me every time because we don't have to go out and get 5 items then come back and load it. You guys can get 15 whole items at one time, and if you guys are playing with multiple people, I'd say definitely try to get a bunny foot for them too. Keep making sure the fire gets bigger, and yeah, and guys, again, with the playing with multiple players, definitely play with multiple players. It's very helpful. If you guys play in a public server, just make sure all the people you're playing with is nice and won't hog all the food for themselves, and the best thing to do is play with friends. And another thing to do is the crafting table. You guys can do so many great things with the crafting table. You guys can get, you guys can get good stuff. You guys can get these, you guys can get protection, you guys can get better food, you can get stuff that makes nights go faster. You guys can craft a bunch of stuff in the trading table, and if you guys chop down a tree, you guys will get these saplings, which will basically be used as tree seeds, and you guys can use them as protection. It's also very important to chat with all the players that you're playing with. So say someone is collecting a bunch of logs for the fire, and you're collecting logs for the fire too, but you thought they were collecting the food, then you guys are just going to communicate with the players what you're doing. And if you guys come across this deer thing, you guys are just going to want to shine the flashlight on it to stun it. If you guys see a wolf or bear, you guys are just going to want to run away from it. You guys can try to kill it if you want, but it's much harder than that. It's kind of hard to try to kill them. If you guys see a polar bear, you guys are just going to want to run away from it. It is very hard to kill, but when you guys get into the later levels, you guys are going to want to try to get it because it gives you a lot of meat. And you guys saw those little light things back there? Well, that is basically used as batteries for the flashlight. If you guys run out of fuel on your flashlight, and then you guys basically just want to go over there to that. And this is the location to the first missing kid. I just want to show you guys the location, and I'll tell you guys all about it in the master level. So yeah, you guys can also get a lot of meat. There are wolves guarding it, and you guys just want to kill all of them to get it. And I'll be showing you guys more strategies on how to find the kids in the next level. Speaking next level, we're going to go ahead and jump straight into master. So let's go ahead and get started with master. Alrighty guys, so master, by master you guys have gotten a good sack, and you guys are going to need a wolf pelt for the next trader, and you guys can probably get the good axe. Alrighty, then after you guys have gotten the good axe, you guys basically want to go into the forest and chop down some trees with the good axe, and you guys are going to want to keep expanding the forest and keep getting more. And alrighty guys, and I told you on master I'd tell you how the finding the kids work, so I'll go ahead and tell you that. When you guys find the kids, you guys are basically just going to want to kill the wolves around it. You guys will receive a red key, open the little cages in, and then go ahead and get them back. There are a bunch of kids, and they make the nights go by faster if you do that. Keep making sure the map is growing. And yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to something else. With the crafting table, you guys, they added these log walls. If you guys get 12 logs and put them in the crafting table, you guys can get this, which is a really good protection, better protection than the trees. the tree barrier. I think getting those log walls are very helpful, and I definitely recommend doing them. A little hack that many people don't know about is you guys can actually hack 2 trees at one time if they are right next to each other. See, I'm hacking this one. I can also do the other one. I can go ahead and just collect all these logs. Now I've gotten so many logs from doing this. It's a great strategy, and I just got so much logs from doing all this. Make sure to also collect these metal items, which you can use in the crafting table. If you guys put them in the crafting table, you guys can get a whole lot of other stuff, and you guys can see the wood and stuff is going up as you guys go on. If you're playing with other people, you guys are definitely going to need a bandage. If you're playing with yourself, then you're still going to need one, because if your health gets low, there's nobody out there to really help you, so you're just going to need a bandage. You guys can find them in chests, homes, or other little secret places. And as you guys can see, the child has been rescued. There will be another child to be rescued. I actually have not seen where the other child is yet, so tell me if you guys know where he is. I will be telling you guys everything you need to know about that, though. Anyways, for the next child, all I know is that you're really just gonna have to fight off some bears and stuff too. Pretty simple. And every kid you find, you guys will the days will go by faster. And if you guys find these chests, remember, make sure to look at them. They're super helpful. And I got my good axe by this, and I didn't even have to trade in the wolf pelt with the pelt trader, which is really good. Make sure that you go ahead and check all those cabins. Berries will not kill you. They are not poison. That is one of the many misconceptions in this game. And yeah, so guys, when it comes night, you guys will get some cultists attacking you. There's a lot of stuff that will come attack you as you guys move on, and to get these is very simple. You guys are just gonna have to try to get them. Make sure your health does not get too low. If it gets too low, then go ahead and just try to run away from them. There's always one with a bow and arrow, which I'd say stay in constant motion so he doesn't get you. You guys can also go ahead and get on top of shelves. That saves you sometimes because you're higher and they won't be able to attack you, but make sure to keep moving for the one with the bow and arrow. Alrighty guys, so that was a lot of helpful tips right now, but I still have a few more. When it's night, go ahead and try to chop down some trees near you. Get some bunnies and wolves for meat. Go ahead and charge your stuff in the night. If you guys see water, it doesn't really matter. And if you guys see this thing right here, if you guys climb up it, go to the very top, you guys will be able to get flashlights. Go ahead and equip one for yourself, and you guys cannot put these in your sack, so go ahead and just drag one back for your team. That is very helpful. The flashlights can go ahead and stun the deer like I told you, and yeah, so flashlights are a must-have in this game. Make sure to get them. They're basically a weapon to use against the deer. And yeah, so that's pretty much most of everything you need to know to complete Master. Just besides a few last things. When it starts to rain, do not panic. This is why you need to start using the crafting table. In the crafting table, you guys will see wood rain storage. If you put wet wood in there, it will become unwet, and you guys can then put it in the fire, and then everything will be good. If you guys just don't want to get your wood wet at all, then just store all your wood in the wet wood storage. You guys can use it by, I think, crafting 5 metal things in the crafting table, which is very useful, and you guys' fire will go down 2 times faster when it is raining, so make sure to try to get a lot of fuel and stuff in there. You guys can use the gas tanks to put in there to make it go more, and coal is a very good thing to use. If you guys like Dead Rails, you guys probably have gotten the hang of this game, and it's very similar to that. So if you guys like Dead Rails, make sure to practice some Dead Rails a little to catch up with this game. It's very similar, and as you guys can see, I just found this metal bolt right here. I can use that to put in the crafting table, which is very useful. The crafting table is a very useful thing in this game. I really like it. You guys can create so many good things with it, and as you guys move on, you guys will see a furniture horse going through. You guys can buy some stuff in there. If you guys sit down, it heals you more, and as you guys can see, night is approaching, so let's go ahead and move on to expert before night comes. So guys, expert, there's not too much to know as expert. It's pretty much the same as master, but I'll give you guys a few little pointers for this. So guys, for expert, you guys will encounter new entities and stuff. You guys will basically be getting into bears, alpha wolves, and polar bears. Remember, polar bears, just try to stay away from unless you guys get to the end and you really need meat. Make sure to check a bunch of stuff. Even if it seems dangerous, just go for it. And you guys are going to need some of the metal stuff. Go ahead and get coins to get furniture from the horse and stuff. Try to run away from the alpha wolves because they're very powerful. If you see 2 of them, you're kind of dead. You're just going to have to try to run away from them the best. Don't stay to attack them. That's how I died. And if you guys die, make sure to try to keep getting the bandages and get them to your team, so if any of us die, you guys can go ahead and just revive each other. And as you guys progress, there's not too much you need to know. As you guys move on, you guys basically just need to get the bandages, make sure to keep the fire high, and just keep expanding your base with a lot of stuff. For expert, there's not too much to know. Just kind of relax once you get to a point after you know how to play beginner, master, and a bunch of stuff. With expert, you basically just need to be expert enough to relax and just sort of expand your base and do all the stuff. And you guys can just keep expanding your trading stand and stuff. Make sure to get lots of saplings. I'm gonna plant those later. And yeah, I would definitely recommend getting the map. And sundial map is so you guys can see where other players are. And sundial, you guys can see exactly how long it is until night comes. So yeah, with expert, there's not too much good stuff to recommend, but just again, keep staying how you are. Make sure to keep your place organized. Get some shelves. As the nights go on, it won't get as hard as other games get. Just kind of keep making things stay the same and just expand. You guys will run into tents and stuff. Make sure to look in the tents. And as you guys go on, your fire will run out, and then most likely the DR thing will come and try to attack you. Go ahead and try to expand to master flashlights and get better flashlights. So go ahead and get the DR away. So yeah, that's basically most of the tips that I have for expert for you guys. You guys can also get the soup thing and a thing that turns food into fuel for the fire. It's very hard when your fire goes out, but again, just make sure everybody on your team uses flashlights. It's very hard if you guys play alone, so again, I do recommend playing with other people, mainly friends, because that is the best way to do it. And just keep chatting with your people. Sit down if you guys are low on health, and just remember, keep expanding. That is the best thing that I keep stressing on expert. Keep expanding no matter what. You guys don't need to stress yourselves out too much. Just get food, keep expanding, and plant some saplings and stuff. So that's the basic lesson of expert. We're moving on to pro in a minute, and I promise you guys by the end you guys will be a pro. So let's go ahead and move on to that shortly. Remember guys, we are moving on to pro now, so here we go. Here pro is. So there's not too many tactics again for pro, but instead of showing you guys how to get better, I'll just show you guys little secrets that will make you get so much better. So let's go ahead and get started with that. So guys, if you have planted saplings around your base, but you guys are low on fuel or whatever for your fire, go ahead and just chop down those trees. Then you guys will get more saplings that you guys can plant for protection, and the wood that you get from them you guys can also use as fire fuel. Very helpful. And again, berries won't poison you. And if you guys get peppers, this is something very important that people don't remember. If you guys eat peppers, they make you faster, so make sure to go ahead and eat those. They're very helpful. And as you guys move on, there will be more entities when people come and try to attack you at your fire. You guys are just going to want to try to stand on top of the shelves, and you guys are just going to want to try to get away from them. And if you guys have a lake right next to you, well, you guys are in luck, because some of the cultists can get stuck in there, or you guys can use it as protection. It's very good. And remember guys, keep rescuing the kids, get the beds. Those will make the nights go by faster. I think if you get 2 kids, the nights go by like 4 times faster. I think that's correct. And guys, a spear is one of the best weapons to use in the game. Next to the good axe, I think the spear is one of the best things to use though. It can kill a bunny within like 2 hits. And guys, again, with the polar bear, the spear is the best thing to use. It can get you a lot of meat if you're in a crunch. So yeah, you guys will need a bandage and 2 players to go ahead and defeat the polar bear. That's the most common thing people use. You guys can do it by yourself without a bandage, but it's very hard too. Anyways, go ahead and keep collecting flowers, which you guys can use at the fair shop to get other seeds and stuff, like more berries and more peppers and stuff. There's a lot of good techniques. I've told you guys some of the best ones in this video. You guys can keep expanding, get chairs, get flowers, get seats, get coolers. Coolers is a very important thing. And as you guys get to the end, you guys will basically just have to try to survive. Use those good techniques I found. And we are on day 97 because of that we got the kids in the beds. The days go by 2 times faster, so we have made it to day 99. You guys can go beyond the 99 days, and if this video gets 1,000 views, I'll show you guys the best strategies to go beyond 99 days. Anyways, in this video I was showing you guys how to get to a pro. So that's gonna be the end of the video. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.